What is up, guys? Mega Matt here with another pickups video for May and June. It seems I forgot to record a video last month with the pickups. So this pickups video will have 2 months worth of pickups. So I will try to get through these as fast as I can. I've got a lot of stuff here, so let's just get right into it. Starting off with went to some Goodwill, a couple Goodwills and Salvation Armies, and found games. I mean, I've been finding more games at Goodwills, it seems, lately, which is kind of weird. But we got The Amazing Spider-Man, Ben 10 Omniverse, Bakugan, Defenders of the Core, 360 games, you guys all know. I've just gone up recently. A loose copy of Wii Party, found that at Goodwill, which that was a great find. Original Xbox Blinks the Time Sweeper. And I believe that was it from those. And yeah, other stuff is Marketplace and my local game store. Yeah, I don't know where to start after that. Let's go with this. Marketplace fine. Lady, I had to drive quite far, probably like 35, 40 minutes. But she had some 360 games listed and one random Genesis game. $20 for this whole stack, which is just crazy. Yeah, and she said she has more. She just doesn't know where it's at. So she has my contact information. Hopefully I hear back from her. Not too sure, but we got Darkest of Days on 360. Definitely look out for this one. It's going up in price. Alice Madness Returns. And we've got Silent Hill 4, The Room. Everybody knows that one's high. This one, Deadly Premonition. Silent Hill Downpour on the 360. And then just random Genesis game, Beavis and Butthead on the Genesis. So, yeah, $20 for all that. I mean, fantastic, fantastic deal. I guess I'll show this stuff. Let me see. Sorry, I just have all this stuff laying in random spots. So I had to drive out for this as well, to Freeport, which is kind of not Freeport. I drove to Dixon. This is, I just can't remember some of these pickups, but this guy had a Game Boy with some games listed. I asked if he had other games like I always do, and he had some Genesis stuff. So, picked up all this stuff. I know it wasn't too cheap. I think I ended up paying $130 for everything, but you'll see why. But for the Genesis, we got Spider-Man and X-Men. And then a Sega Classics version of Golden Axe. And then a loose copy of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Yeah. And then obviously the best part of the pickup was we got a pink, or I don't know what color you would call this. I call it pink. Some people call it red. Game Boy Color has the battery cover. And then the games is which pretty much what made this good. Kind of beat up version of Zelda, Link's Awakening. We got Final Fantasy Legend 3. If that decides to focus. Judge Dredd. Gex 3. And then the best game out of the whole lot, which I did try. Did not care for this game, but it's very hard to find. On the Game Boy Color, you got Resident Evil Gaiden, or Gaiden, however you say that. Yeah, I just never got into this. I don't know. Played about an hour of it and just wasn't my thing, but can't beat the price for what I got that for. So, oops. And then that also came with, I should mention, Sega Genesis Model 2 console, which is untested. I have not tested it yet. All right. Let me just. If I can. Probably the best pickup of June, I should say. Guy had a N64 bundle listed. He just had these games listed first, and actually there weren't N64 games; they were just Game Boy games. And then he had an N64 because I like I said, I always ask if they have other games. So he had an N64 with some games, and I think I paid. I don't even remember. It was not cheap again. It was local, but it was not cheap. But we don't have any N64. He had the Atomic. This is a Jungle Green version with the expansion pack system. Again, it's untested. I haven't tested it yet. And then I came with some decent games along with what I originally picked up in his post, but if I don't drop them, we got Ocarina of Time. Really beat up copy of Super Mario 64. Yeah, the labels are kind of Star Fox 64. This is like my favorite N64 game. I don't know why, but it is. Mario Kart 64. Oop, sorry about that. Gauntlet Legends. And probably the best 64 game, Mario Party 2. But then also it came with these 4 Game Boy games, which they're all Pokemon games, so you know they're good, right? We got Pokemon Silver. Kind of a beat up label of Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Gold. And the best one, Pokemon Crystal. So I did test these. A few of them need new batteries, but I do know how to do that. It's not a hard process, but if you don't know how to solder by taking the battery off and soldering it on, it's kind of a tedious little process, but not too bad. Like I said, I don't remember what I paid. I know it wasn't like a steal, and it wasn't super expensive, but pretty decent deal overall. Okay, moving on. Another Facebook Marketplace, couple other pickups here. These 2 games, I believe, were $70 a piece. This is a really rough copy. It took me a while to get this to work, but we got a GBA version of Ruby. The pins were kind of corroded and messed up, but I did get it working. It does save and everything. And then a complete copy of Pokemon Black version 2, which is over $100 right there. So definitely worth it. And then another pickup, this lady had a bunch of DS games listed, as well as lots of Game Boys and stuff. I missed out on those, unfortunately. Did get one Game Boy game, which is surprisingly expensive. But for the DS, these were $5 a piece. We got Kirby Superstar Ultra and Elite Beat Agents. I don't know why this game is kind of expensive, but it is. And the Game Boy game, which I looked up and was surprisingly on how much this goes for, but for the Game Boy Color, we got Blaster Master Enemy Below. I can't really read that. I think that's what that says. And I don't know if my camera is going to catch it. Of course, it's not going to focus because it doesn't like me. I don't know why. But yeah, this is a $50 cartridge, which is crazy to me. I would never think this game was $50. I did play it. It's like plays like the original Nintendo Blaster Master game. I don't know if it's just a port of it or there might be some differences I'm not sure of, but that's that for that. The rest of these pickups all come from my game store or GameStop. Like I've been saying in previous videos, check local GameStop. That's my cat trying to make enough noise here. So check local GameStops. I just been stressing enough. He says hi if you can't hear him. Sam, come over here, buddy. So anyway, a lot of these are from my game store, like I said. This PSP game didn't have. I have a collect. I try to pick up these collections for the PSP, so did not have this one. But this is a EA replay on the PSP. So it's got Road Rash, Desert Strike, Wing Commander, Mutant Football League, which one of the reasons why I got it. Syndicate, Desert Strike, Road Rash, Bob. Please hold while I let my cat out 1 second.
A few moments later.
Sorry about that. He pretty much leaned on the door, closed the door, and like locked himself in, and now he wanted out. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, I like to collect these because I like to play these like if I'm traveling, and it's got a bunch of games in one. So definitely cool for that. This I found at my game store. This looks really fun. Looks like a cool game. Again, it's PS3. PS3 games are up there too. I don't know how to say this. Venetica? Is that right? Venetica? I don't know. This looks like a hack and slash type game. Definitely decent. This I picked up because I've never played any of these games on the PlayStation, and I figure why not with this, because it comes with the first 2 games, and I believe that's it. Voucher for God of War 3. Oh, I just ruined it, but I've never played any God of War games, but this is the God of War collection for PS3, and it wasn't that expensive. It was like $7. So yeah. This game, I don't know why I keep finding this game everywhere. I found 2 copies of this at GameStop and 1 at my game store. Actually, 2 at my game store. And they were all underpriced. I found this in the past in a couple other videos, but we got not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 copies of X-Men Wolverine Origins. But why do I keep finding this game? And it's crazy how much this game goes for. And I think mainly the main reason is because of that new Deadpool movie coming out that features Wolverine in it. It seems like whenever there's a movie, superhero movie, like whenever Spider-Man came out, the Spider-Man games go up. I don't know, because Wolverine's in the new Deadpool movie. Now this game's gone up. I think PS3 copy of this game is like $80 plus. And 360 is like 60, 70, which is insane if you ask me. I don't get it. Why? I don't know why I keep finding it. Like, it's funny that I just keep finding it. I went into GameStop and found it a couple months ago, and then I was just in there a couple weeks ago and found another copy of it, and it was like $30 at GameStop, which, like I said, on PS3, and it goes for like 80, 90 bucks. So, I mean, it's just crazy that I keep running into that game. It's just kind of nuts. But anyway, aside from the game store stuff, I did just glanced over. I forgot I had this. I picked this up off of Amazon. This is an Amazon exclusive Switch game. I missed out on the limited run, I think, release of this game. I don't know why. I just didn't care to get it for limited run. Don't know why, but this is the Neo Geo Pocket Color Selection Volume 2. And the thing with the Amazon bundle, you get this nice steelbook. Really nice steelbook. And the main reason why I bought this game is because, I don't know if you guys can see, this game comes with Mega Man Battle and Fighters, which you can only play as an arcade port, or it actually originally, I think, only came out in the arcade on one of those Capcom boards. But you can also play it on here, which is awesome. So definitely, and it's for the Switch, so even better, right? So yeah. And then next, one of the other things I picked up off of Mercari, this was kind of like an impulse buy. I just I don't know, was browsing and I found out when Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10 came out, you can only play them digitally on either Xbox 360 and PS3. I think they were download only. Or if you found it in this bundle, which I remember seeing this bundle back, oh God, when it came out. I don't remember where I was at, but I remember seeing it and I didn't buy it as it was way before I was, collecting. But I found this brand new and it was like $50. Like the seller wanted, I think 70, 80, and I offered 50 and he took it. So it's a brand new copy of the Capcom Essentials, which comes with Super Street Fighter 4, Resident Evil 6, Dead Rising 2, and of course Mega Man 10, which is a downloadable code. And it also comes with a bag. It's all the games in here are sealed, as you can see, and then it comes with this bag, which I've never seen this before with the bag. It's like a Capcom bag. I'll probably just keep it sealed, just keep it in the collection like that. But definitely cool to see this. And I can't get this back in. Definitely cool to see this, with the games brand new, never opened, so you know that the code is still good. Am I going to use it? Open the game and use it? Probably not. But it's cool to see that. And then, has all the games on the spine there, so pretty cool. So, yeah. Those were the two not Game Store pickups that I got. Now, going back to the other Game Store pickups, again, more 360 games that I found. Again, another copy of this, which I found in the past. Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. Found at my local game store for cheap. A lot cheaper than what it would typically go for. And then another copy, I showed this earlier, Darkest of Days. This is another game going up. $70 mark, which is just crazy how Xbox 360 games have just gone up in price. But these two were underpriced at my game store. I think they were like $8-9 a piece. But Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, I've never played this either. It's just kind of like a fighting type game if you're into fighting games. And then this surprised me because this is another game. It's higher valued on the GameCube, but Shadow the Hedgehog on PS2. I mean, this is like I think $30 or $40 game, which, again, crazy. And then this, if you could find this game on PS4, it's worth, but I'm sure it's going to keep going up because of the movie that's coming out. But seems Deadpool on the PS4 is like pushing $60 right now, which is crazy. My local game store, I think, had this for $30. So I've never played this game. I heard it's pretty fun, so I might actually play this, check it out. Especially since the new movie's coming out. Actually, this month, I believe. But then the other really nice game I found at GameStop, which I rarely see, and I believe this was only $25-30, but the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection. I mean, every time I see this game, it's at least $50. Even at my local game store, it's like $50 there. But I mean, it's got all the good Metal Gears on it. I mean, just the whole list. I'm not even going to read them off. If you guys want to pause the video and read them. If you can read them, because my camera doesn't like me. But, yeah. And then the last two pickups of this month are kind of like grails or games I've been looking for that I could never find. Or if I see them, I rarely see them at I either see them at conventions and they're just too high priced. Don't want to even bother. But this is the last game in the series I needed. There's one more game on the original Xbox for this, but I don't know if I'll ever get it because I don't know if I ever will. It's up there in price. This one was not cheap. This was I think $80-90. But I never see this, and I saw this complete at Midwest Gaming Classic, and it was like $120 or 150, but it's a nice complete copy of Bloody Roar 4. I know this game I rarely come across. I mean, and like I said, when I do come across it, it's way out of my price range or it's missing the manual or something, but I have all the Bloody Roar games except for the one on the Xbox, which I don't know if I'll ever get or not. That one's up there as well. And then this, which I've had my eye on before, this was a GameStop exclusive back in the day when GameStop did really cool exclusive stuff, exclusive games. This outer, it comes in like a metal tin. The outer tin's kind of beat up, but like I said, again, I think this was $70 or 60. For the price, it was definitely worth it. But this is the Resident Evil 4 GameStop Special Edition. It comes in this red tin. As you can see, this tin's a little beat up. But inside, we have basically like a prologue of the game. You have the game itself, which you guys have all seen. Just the regular game. Nothing too special. But then it comes with this Laser Cell limited edition print, which is individually numbered, so that is very cool. I wish GameStop did more stuff like that, or you know, when a game comes out, I know they do kind of like collector's editions that are only GameStop exclusives, but nothing crazy like that. But that's it. I believe that is all the pickups for the last 2 months. Thank you for bearing with me. I apologize I did not get a video out last month. But July, we'll see what July brings. My work is kind of changing, so I don't know. Maybe I'll find more stuff, maybe not. We shall see. But until then, I appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, take care.